Okay, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to share with you a really fun deck built around Moonshaker Cavalry and Blossoming Tortoise. These two cards work fantastically together, and I also wanted to showcase Calix Guided by Fate. I think a lot of people didn't understand how good of a card this actually is. I mean, I didn't expect it to be as good of a card as it is. 6 mana, 2/2, so it's not a lot of power out the gate, but Moonshaker Cavalry doesn't care about that. It's gonna buff up everything to a ridiculous amount anyway, so it's great that you can use these little weenie cards and have Moonshaker Cavalry just buff them up to the high heavens. So yeah, it's all a pretty balanced deck. The nice thing about Calix though is that it creates a copy of any non-token support, so it creates copies of Vanguards as well. So I put in Teferi Hero Dominaria because we all know once you get that shield count up, if we get a Teferi Hero of Dominaria on the board and then have Calix copy it when at the beginning of combat, you will cast another one on your next turn. Same with Teferi, who slows the sunset. So the thing I like about these two is that this gives your creatures prevent damage and vigilance, so that's good. And then this one obviously gets the heroism emblem, and then when you do that, you can start exiling your opponent's side and just wipe it out. And then our other fun enchantments to have Calix copy are the Kami War and Ambiguity, both pretty devastating in their own right. And then I like Angel Fire Ignition in here because of the lifelink. Sometimes as you go along, you want to get some of your life back. So Angel Fire Ignition is good for that. But you can also, the new and improved, I should say, Curse of Vitality is also a great way to get life back. But yeah, I was just using Angel Fire Ignition for that. So let me show you this deck. I think it's pretty well balanced. A lot of things go well for you in it. It's got a lot of different ways to win as well as ways to not lose, which is also important. So yeah, I think that this deck would actually probably be a decent deck in certain coalition events. So I like Tamiyo because you need that Moonshaker Cavalry, and then you got the Angel Fire Ignition so that you can get life back too. So I was trying to do one with Kazmina, and actually I just didn't like not having the cavalry in it. It was just a lot slower. The cavalry really speed things up for us. So let me just show you how this deck works and decide for yourself how much you like it. Alright, so we get the Tortoise down first, and that will be really helpful. See if we can get that going. Okay, nice. Good cascade. Look at that. So what happened there, if you don't understand, is that Blossom Tortoise was cast by me. It triggered, grabbed another Blossoming Tortoise. That triggered, it grabbed another Blossoming Tortoise from the graveyard. And that triggered and grabbed me a Moonshaker Cavalry, okay? Does that make sense? So that means we had a bunch of stuff in our graveyard, some of them being more tortoise. Which it was just able to grab right back out of the graveyard for us. So get a Kami War, save that. Blossoming Tortoise just grabbed a Calix for us, and Calix copied our Teferi Hero of Dominaria. So we're going to have a Teferi Hero Dominaria with 11 shields on the board already which is pretty awesome. I don't think I need to. Not yet, at least. So, Tortoise grabbed another Calix. And we are already almost winning. So I didn't even need to use a Tamiyo. So if we get another Moonshaker down, just for fun. Not quite, but that would have been fun. So yeah, that was an easy game for us here. But let's see if we can get some other fun stuff going here in the next battle. Okay, got the Tortoise down again, and we're going to get a Cavalry, so that's going to help us. Get Calix down first, and then I'll put the Cavalry down. Look at that. Little tortoise chain happening there. This is what, the third turn, and that's the type of power we already have down thanks to the tortoise. Well, he killed my Moonshaker, but we got another one coming, and it's likely that the tortoise will grab another one for us as well. That's just pumping stuff up. We got the tortoise again. Wow, and it grabs another cavalry. So we're already, is that lethal damage? Yeah, that is ridiculous. It took me a minute to win. So, yeah, that's the fun stuff that can happen with this deck. Yeah, you just gotta be careful, I guess, if you're using it in any sort of competitive event, that you don't win too fast. But hey, it's a pretty solid training grounds deck. If you can figure out where to use this in coalition events as well, then good on you. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that little showcase. I was gonna showcase the tortoise with Bramble Familiar, but Nalthazar already did a video on Bramble Familiar, even though as of this recording he doesn't have the tortoise yet. So maybe he will create another video showcasing the both of them. Thing is, Bramble Familiar is already good enough without the tortoise. The tortoise just supercharges it, and it's going to be great when you have them both together. But I just wanted to showcase something else that probably none of the other content creators might create. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm looking forward to pulling some more of my chase cards and doing some showcases on those as well. See you next time.